So it's another week of training in the books. Starting to incorporate some more compound lifts. Squatting twice a week now. Once is a heavy single, well, moderately heavy, starting at RPE 6.5 and working my way up in half stops for RPE, so 7, 7.5, finishing up with 8 in 4 weeks. Pause squats are kind of progressing up in load as we progress down in reps, very typical there. And then 1 deadlift single per week. And then still going through with the rest of my training volume coming from less specific things. So today, lots of single leg press, leg extensions, leg curls, and then finishing out with some upper body stuff, some lat pull downs and some tricep push downs. The rest of my training looks somewhat similar. So lots of posterior chain work, some more leg pressing, just a healthy amount of leg pressing. Bench press has been feeling phenomenal. Either rep PRs or close to rep PRs and at lower RPEs. So bench is cruising. I'm feeling really in the groove there and really excited about what the future holds for bench. What else? Body weight. Body weight has been consistently 225 to 227, I'd say, which is much lower than I've been before. And I'd be fine if I stayed around here, maybe even a kilo lighter. I just think I've got the room to spare right now, so why not? With the lower frequency on the lower body compound lifts, squatting and deadlifting, things don't feel quite as practiced as they used to, so the reps feel a little bit different from rep to rep. But the deadlifts are blazing fast with these singles. I did a 675 single, had a pretty light RPE, so I'm looking forward to pushing that envelope just a little bit as I progress over the next few weeks here. I want it to be sustainable, so I don't want one of these reps to kind of take me out for recovery over a few weeks, but you know, with the relatively low amount of overall training volume, I'm not too worried about that kind of thing as long as I keep good technique. So yeah, that's what's going on. Booked my flight for Raw Nationals. I'm coming out. I want to see all my buddies lift. There's going to be some amazing matchups in both the men and the women, so I want to see that and just be a spectator. I've got a few athletes to handle as well. Supporting all the TSA athletes as well, under the other coaches, just to kind of see how everything else plays out. So I'm excited to get out there and just kind of reconnect with everyone and see some cool stuff happen. What else? Eric's gym, Elevate Barbell, here in Fort Collins is getting closer and closer to a finished product where the doors can finally open. Paint is up, lighting is up now, bathrooms are just about done. The next few things will be flooring, both some upstairs flooring and some rubber downstairs. Once that's done, we can start getting the platforms ready, kind of putting in some of the other stuff like speakers and a door system, and then of course finally machines before doors open. So kind of anticipating when that's going to happen. I'm excited for that to be kind of new home base, not only for training but also like this community center. So we want to just support each other. We want to bring in new people. We want to teach people how to lift. So if you're around the area, I don't really know who watches these videos, like where you're spread geographically, but if you're anywhere around Fort Collins, Colorado, we want to have kind of like once every so often, I'm talking once every week or once every month, how to squat, bench, and deadlift. Let's check your technique. Let's correct your technique. Let's work with you. Let's make sure powerlifting is something that you love and enjoy. We want weightlifting to grow as well and get a weightlifting team going, get a team for Colorado State University, and just kind of like be the center for barbell sports here in town. So that's the goal, that's the mission statement, and we're just fully behind it. So kind of just waiting for that to happen. So yeah, that's cool. Excited about a few seminar opportunities, and on the research side, I love doing research. I like doing research around what the big boys focus on. So Mass, Eric Helms, Greg Knuckles, Mike Zerdos, Brad Schoenfeld, and all these other fantastic researchers go hard on data science and programming and male-female differences, volume, intensity, and frequency considerations. I like to fill in some of the soft spots if I can. I've looked at stuff on external and internal cues. Now my focus has shifted to coach-athlete relationships. So I want to kind of see what the research has to say about that, and then communicate that information in as effective a way as I can to you guys, so I can talk about what does it mean to have a good coach-athlete relationship, As an athlete, what should I be striving for? As a coach, what should I be striving for? What kind of things can I look at to see when the relationship is succeeding, when it's breaking down? How can I encourage the athlete to be better? How can I encourage myself to be better? And likewise for the athlete, what should I look for in coach qualities? How can I communicate my needs better? How can I ask for things in a way that supports us both? And then finally, if I can find anything about it, how does all this apply to online relationships, which are different than in-person relationships? So, gonna look at some of that stuff and see what I can find and present on some of that stuff next year. All right, hope you guys are doing well. This is my check-in for this week. Yeah, excited. Things are feeling good and feeling injury-free and slowly progressing back towards some big lifts. Take care, guys.